Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Michelle, and today I'm playing with Marlene's little rubber stamp called the Beach Bum stamp. It's got a little cat with a floaty, I don't know what you actually call it, a floaty around his waist. And I thought he would make the perfect little washi tape holder doll. So he's a washi doll. I've stamped him out. I tried first stamping him out on watercolor paper, but because the watercolor paper has a texture to it, it didn't stamp quite well enough for me. So I just went onto normal, ordinary white cardstock, and I'm going to give him some color using my alcohol ink pens. This is the only gray that I have, and when I put it down it was way too dark, so I tried to just blend it back a little bit with the blender pen. It's like a colorless pen, and that did make it a little bit lighter. No, it doesn't look like that on screen, but you can actually, right at the end of it, you'll be able to see the details that are still in the cat's face. Okay, pink glasses, and I'm doing some pink and purple stripes on his clothes. And then I will also lighten that up a little bit, and the little paper boat on his head is going to be purple as well. It's like a lilac-y kind of purple, I think. I'm giving this a good dry so I can plan my next step. I knew that one layer wouldn't be enough. It's not a very thick card. It's just ordinary project board, really. So I folded it over and doubled up. I knew that I was going to cut the legs off anyway, so that didn't matter to me. So I've already cut those legs off, and I'm just going to go in and add back the details that got covered up when I did the coloring in with my black pen. And I will also go in with my white paint pen just to brighten up some of the bits and bobs that have gotten covered up a little bit too much. I'm making sure to dry everything in between, because even though the Posca paint pen dries quickly, if you're a little bit too much in a rush, then you can actually smudge and have colors blend in together and whatnot. So I do dry it in between. Okay, I knew that this little sheet of paper from Marlene had the word washi on it, so I grabbed it out. I didn't realize that the word was green and red. So if I'd known, I probably would have color coordinated my cat, but I didn't, so I just made it work as I do. But first I wanted to just give his dress, well, he now is wearing a dress. Okay, let's call it her. She is now wearing a dress. So I've just got this pattern paper from Marlene again. Just put some gel medium over the top, and then glued the paper on both sides of that piece of card. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to trim the little floating device off of the body, but in the end I left it there, and I'm glad that I did, because it gave me a little bit more space to glue everything down together, so it's a little bit more sturdy. And then I quickly have to give it some color as well. And then when I was done, I thought, okay, well, the dress doesn't go with the cat at all, so I better just do some kind of color on there. So again, just using the same pink and the blending pen, and I'm just going around the outside to create a little bit of a shadowy, blendy look around it. Okay, I'm going to trim the word washi. I'm going to try and get it as close as possible to the actual word, so there's no red outline. I did have to go in with my craft knife as well, just to get the tiny little details. Turns out it was quite small and fiddly, but we did get there in the end. At first I thought I would put it vertically on the body, but then I really liked it at the bottom, so it's going to go at the bottom. And this is me just faffing about to get all of the fiddly little bits out. It probably would have been helpful if I had a smaller scissor. But I have children, and that means my scissors are always floating about, and they're not always on my desk. Okay, once we got that done, finally, I'm just giving everything a little trim, making sure that everything sits nice and flush. And I'm outlining the word washi because obviously I couldn't trim all the way right to the edge to get rid of the red. So I'm just going around the word with black. And it also helps to pull that word out from the background a bit. So now you can see that it's supposed to be holding washi. Okay, so I am incredibly blessed to be getting these washis or these releases, and I thought I'm not going to hoard the washis to myself, so this is actually going to go out as a little gift to someone, and I know that she will love it, so I thought I'm blessed, so I'm going to pass that blessing on to somebody else. Okay, now it's time. I did laminate the whole thing, and then I punched a hole in the head, and I put some charms around on a string as well, just to make her look a little bit more interesting. So she can actually be used as a little bookmark as well. The washis don't do well with just rolling them off. They tend to tear, and it's because they're cut in a scallopy edge. So I had to slow way down to try and get these done without tearing them, and you'll see that they do still tear, but I also know that the recipient is a crafter and she's going to make it work even with the tiny little tears in between. So I put 3 strips of washis on there for her, and I'm actually going to go out and give it to her now. And yeah, that's it. This is a nice project to mass make. And yeah, let me know if you've got these washis. And I will chat to you again tomorrow with another video. Okay, bye.